Okay. Okay. Sorry. Got the yawns. Another day of freedom I can spend on the town. There's always something going on here. Oh shoot, my stuff. Even now, I see some commotion in the street. I wonder what it's about. Oh, not this. The moment I saw my cow die, I knew it. It was those evil beads of yours that did it. What are you talking about, woman? My poor Molly has died, and she was in so much pain for days. She moved like she's never moved before. It was almost like moaning or crying. It was your fault. I have seen the bad omens, my poor Molly moaning and the odor her wretched body made. It must have been your cursed witch. Cows smell on their own, and your Molly didn't need my help in that department. You might not have noticed because you only bathe occasionally. Dang, girl. My poor Molly is dead, lifeless as a clump of mud on the street, and the heartless witch that you are dare to jest about it. I knew it was your doing, you wretched. I'm laughing because there is little else to do. How else should I react to your stupidity? You want someone to blame? I told you to come to me, so I could take a look at your bloody cow and heal it. But did you listen? No, the animal's pain was not enough reason to spare a few coins. But I did bring her to you. When it was terminal, before that you said, it is for fate to decide what happens. So, when it's your responsibility, you leave it to fate. And who would have guessed it doesn't work out well? But you said the cow would die, and she did. I said it would die if you won't take care of it. Fate certainly won't. The damn cow was seriously ill. You could see that for yourself. You only came to me when it couldn't move anymore. That is when you finally realized that trusting to fate isn't effective. Well, too late. So you're just searching for someone else to take your blame. Your Molly died because of your stupidity. Oh, but she didn't die until you looked at her, you witch. This whole town knows you are bad news. You're not welcome here. Shut up, or else I will turn you into a frog or a cow to compensate for your loss. What's going on here? Oh, good Captain. Please rest this evil witch for killing my poor Molly with her evil eye and her devilish beads. She is... Molly? My poor cow. She was so kind and helpful, and... Is there any truth to what she accuses you of? I'm not even going to dignify that foolishness with an answer. If this idiot doesn't want to take responsibility for her own actions, fine, but leave me out of this. Alright then, my dear lady, I'm going to have to ask you to go home and wait until I sort this out. But I will make it my responsibility to sort this out. Now please go home, and do not pursue this matter on your own. Do you understand? Yes, I do. Fine. I do apologize for this woman's behavior, and I hope you have not been bothered by this. You know how the townspeople are when they feel hurt or helpless. Oh, I know. They blame the wicked witch, sometimes with the help of torches and pitchforks. I hope, however, that you realize that you are welcome here. These are good people, they just get carried away sometimes. However, they have grown to accept you, to always be able to bail them out of their problems. For generations they did that, and of all the old noble professions, yours is still needed. Oh yes, I am so needed that you had to intervene. How many times has it been now? Them blaming me for their own stupidity. This town sure has a strange way of showing appreciation. It might be the time to move on now. Now surely you don't mean that. Just yesterday this young woman told everyone in the inn how much you've helped her, and... Sure, a grateful lady nobody listens to one day. Insults, blames, and pitchforks the next. That seems like a good cue to leave. You have good reason to be angry. Oh, just give me some time, please. I need to think. Someone in this town should anyway. Fine, I'll consider the matter settled, and you will do as you see fit, like you always do. Until next time, madame. Good day, Cinders. I did not notice you standing there. Good day to you too, Captain. May I inquire what is going on? Oh, just another day in the town as usual. Nothing out of the ordinary. Sure, let's attack the witch as usual. Exactly my point. That is not what I meant. I meant there is no danger, so you do not need to worry, Cinders. Everything will be fine. Don't you have some robbers to kill, or at least vagabonds to hold down by the ear? Or did picking up girls just become a priority for the town's watch? I have been in many battles and I have stood my ground. When a lady as decisive as Madame Guide gets her temper up, there is no shame in retreat. So please excuse me, Cinders, I shall bid you ladies farewell. I will stay in the inn for a while if you feel like talking. Oh, no need to apologize. Farewell, Captain. What happened here exactly? People are strange here, illogical and stupid. They just sit and demand, do nothing and hope. Morons. The time has come for me to change the scenery. What did they do? Oh, nothing spectacular, just more of the usual. People come to me for medicine, for advice, for a solution to every stupid problem they have created. They still fear me, though, and every time something goes wrong they blame me. They used to blame the devil or evil forces. Now the evil forces live next door, ready for those morons to blame. Surely the townsfolk do not mean that. They seem to respect you, Lord. There is a very thin line between respect and fear, and it happens in every single town I travel to. However, it takes time for the resentment to build up, so a new town should be more friendly. But you were friends here just a second ago. I thought I saw you speaking with the captain. Very familiar and mostly friendly terms. Oh, we do have some history together, but do not let me bore you with the details. Oh, go ahead, please. Your curiosity is commendable. But let's discuss something of more importance. Have you given any thought to our last conversation? Not yet. I haven't had the time to... Good. That means I don't have to give more advice right now. So take your time, Cinders, and come to me when you have decided. Just don't wait too long, because I intend to leave this damn town soon, and I will not look back. Thank you. I will take time to consider and decide soon. You do that. Goodbye, child. Goodbye. That woman really got to her. Who would have thought? Tough, cynical Madame Guide, whose wrath can move mountains, touched by a simple townswoman's remark. I will have to consider that side of her, vulnerable and so human. But right now I have a whole day of freedom to plan as I will. What shall I do now? Maybe pay Tobias a visit again? Especially after last night. I guess I could drop by and see how he's doing. Just an innocent meet-up. 2 old friends. I could also spend some time in the tavern, chatting with townspeople, making friends and hearing all the gossip. That is where the life of the town concentrates. And the captain said he was headed there. Speaking to him proved to be worthwhile so far. Choices, choices. Watch out, Cinders, or you may get used to it. Well, let's go to the store for now and talk to Tobias. I don't know what we're going to say to him, but if we're not going to be going for Perrault, there's not really, or the prince, there's not really need to go to the tavern. Tobias deserves another visit, especially as Camissa is getting back tomorrow, and it may be hard to see each other again. So fun! I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am, because I'm having such a good time with this game right now. I've played it a few times already, but I haven't done this part of the story before, so it's really fun. Hello there, Mr. Merchant. Hello, Cinders. What brings you to my humble establishment? Oh, I was just around the town again and thought it might be nice to drop by. No special reason. I see you're well enjoying your newly found freedom. Can't deny it. So how was your day? I'm glad you've asked. Something strange happened that I need to talk about. That, or I'll start wondering if I dreamt it. Oh? Did you win the royal lottery? Just as improbable. I actually had a conversation with Gloria. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that it? The unreal thing was that you talked with your sister? So I presume it was something more than a simple exchange of insults. To be honest, I'm not sure what it was myself, but it was different. We were both speaking. I think this time she was listening. She also said that I am free to do what I wish today. Now that's just awkward. Would you like to get some herbs? I'm sure she must be ill. But I'm serious, Tobias. It may seem like nothing to you, but believe me, those little things that are probably ordinary in normal families, they don't happen in our house. Maybe she sees and understands more than you like to give her credit for. With all the blindness that comes from her resentment towards you, she'd have to be a complete fool not to realize that she cannot control you indefinitely. It sounds manipulative and complex, so there's a large chance that it's exactly what made her or Camilla give me a day off. There's also the slight chance of Gloria just trying to be nice to her sister for a change. Do you think that's even possible? Oi, boss, you wouldn't happen to have a new task for your old mate now, would you? Gold has a habit of running from your pockets like cats in heat, and your last payment... Oh, bollocks. You! The pretty bird. Now isn't this a friendly get-together? You know this man, Cinders. I stumbled upon him at home. Apparently he had some business with Camosa. Secret kind of business. No need to make your imagination run wild, lassie. Big secrets are too big for this bloke here. Wee secrets suit me fine, and a wee secret's all it was. In any case, you came just in time to answer my questions and answer them fully. And candidly. Such terrible words come from that pretty mouth. Frankly, Cinders, I'm curious as well. A bit uneasy, but mostly curious. Oh, it's all very simple, really. 2 days ago, you came to our home to talk with Camosa. Want to know what it was about? But I've told you it's nothing big, lassie. Rumours are me trade, so keep your petticoat on. That's all that was. A little gossip for a little coin. Everybody knows that Camosa smiles only when she learns that she can get something for free. Why would she pay you? Little Missy sure is curious, and so's the old lady. She's even more curious than she is stingy, so she pays generously. Very good, my friend. You're more clever than I thought, finding out what kind of information interests someone like Camosa. Actually knowing her in the first place. Say you never told her how exactly did she meet Lady Camosa? Gossip's me trade, and devil take me if I'm giving anything for free, 'cause some lassie fanned her lashes. That's all, a trade secret. Am I right, boss, sir? She does have a point there, and her question certainly piqued my curiosity. I reckon the little bird picked something up all right. Tell her. Nasty business, mates. Nasty ambush. Methinks I'll just run for the door now and call it a day. It's all been swell talking. Not a step. As a law-abiding subject of our prince, I'm obliged to report any crime or mischief I know of the captain and his guard. Or if I knew to the captain and his guard. I'm sure Pearls would be happy to get something solid on you, but suspicious behavior and conspiracy will have to do. I'm sure it's enough to grant you a lovely night in the dungeon. I can't believe you'd snitch on your old mate, boss, sir. It's business, nothing personal, friend. Fine, I'll tell you. But only the Missy here will hear it. Bloody hell, some demon speaks through those red lips. You must take me for a complete fool if you think I'll let her go alone with you so you can flee. It's all right, Tobias. He won't run, will you, boss? He knows that it would force me to inform the captain, whom I saw just a moment ago, right outside the store. Yes, Missy, anything you say. Very well. See, I knew we could come to an agreement sooner or later. I like how the music kind of stopped. It's kind of like this is a serious moment right here. They had to stop the music. Would you like to step outside and tell me everything, my friend? Yes, Missy, lead on. Are you sure about this, Cinders? Don't worry, we're all friends here after all. Oh, sorry I keep hitting the mic. Okay. Alright, let's stop here and talk. Not exactly a hiding place in the middle of the town, eh, love? Sure could use some more privacy. I'm not going to give you a chance to escape now. And don't try anything stupid. The captain's right on the other side of the street. Remember that. Fine, you little devil. I'll tell you what I know. Just don't yell if I can't remember all the details. I have short memory. You've heard my question already. What was the message you brought to Camosa? Dashing young gentleman like yourself should have no trouble recalling the last few days. Blazing hell, lassie, you and your adder's tongue. I remember. So I was out in the woods, resting my head on the ground, enjoying the peace and quiet that only nature can bring, the calm shimmer of the lake, away from the wickedness. Don't digress. Of the city, sleeping like a brat I was. Do you often sleep outdoors? Why were you sleeping by the lake? Now that's a mighty good question, ain't it, love? Can't say I know the answer, though. I just woke up there. Old and magical place at the pond in the woods. My auntie used to tell me stories of... Get back to the topic, will you? But I'm on it. I woke up and heard voices. Thought it was just like me auntie's stories of the fair folk, you know? Made of light and wisp, prettier than the finest ladies they are. But they were no wisps. And what happened then? I hid. What else? This head's still upon his neck because it knows when it's time to jump into the bushes. You know what I mean? Who were those people? Ah, an excellent question, Birdie. My gut tells me you love this. It was a noble Captain Front, and he was talking to the Prince. The Prince was talking with Front in the woods. Seems a bit strange, doesn't it? What were they talking about? Oh, some posh problems of the rich folk. Too much free time's bad for the head. Our future His Royal Highness kept on whining about winters of all things, how they're all empty-headed or boring to talk to. The Prince was discussing women. That he was. Very unkingly of them, if you ask me. And foolish, too. Who cares if the bird's dumb or dull? That's not what I want from me wenches. Yes, wonderful. Now back to the subject, please. What do they speak of? The captain said something about rules, but I didn't hear that part with my head still spinning and the water shimmering so loud. Don't know what they meant, but the Prince was mighty happy and said something about the ball, the grand ball. He got some idea that royally empty-headedness. I heard it's because of no crowns. Very bad for the head. Anyway, there was a new idea that he liked. The grand ball. It doesn't sound familiar. That's the excuse they made up so that the kings and princes can pick their wenches like vegetables in the market. Only regular folk don't crown the cucumbers they bought as queens. At least not often. So it's a tradition. Yeah, that. They always use that fancy name as something doesn't make any sense anymore. So what was the prince's new idea? It was about masks, making all the lassies wear them. You mean a masked ball, like a masquerade? I didn't know the rich birds are so horrid. I don't think it's because of that. Did he say why the masks are so important to him? It has something to do with the elders, the families, lots of lords and ladies waiting to trade their daughters to the only prince. Don't trade the daughters and only one prince. Too much competition's bad for business and tempers. So he's trying to dodge accusations of being biased. Clever. I knew that. Don't know what's wrong with seeing a nice face, though. What if the bird's got a pimple right between her eyes? Won't notice nothing with masks and such unless he wants to ogle her curves. Ooh, but a bit on the nasty side, nobles. My auntie told me stories, gossip really, about the shenanigans going on between them nobles in the palace. Stuff that make a confessor blush. Alright, I get the picture. A masked ball, you say? It makes a lot of sense, actually. The prince can pretend he's choosing his bride by judging her more subtle qualities. There's no way of any of the houses accusing him of favoring one over the other. Who knows, maybe he isn't really pretending. Perhaps having a choice is what he really wants. Devilishly clever, love. Glad you got the smarts to see through all that. Save me time having to explain all that to you. Ball for the noble birds, and they all have a chance, no matter how pimply or horrid. Let me think of Hermosa and her pretty lassies. No, not you, the other wenches. I mean, sisters. You lovely sisters. Figured the old lady would pay with a kingly coin for a rumor like that. That's all there is to it. You satisfied, love? My dear friend, this isn't even half of the story I wanted to hear. We better get to the more juicy stuff right away. That's all there is to it. I swear my auntie's pimples. It's all fine and beautiful what you've told me, but there are so many things missing, my friend. Like, why is it so important for Hermosa that the ball will be a masquerade? What puzzles me even more is how come you knew it'd be interesting for her in the first place? You would have to know her pretty well to figure that. It's something to do with your past, doesn't it? You've been working for her for quite some time, haven't you? Ooh, the little bird thinks she has some smarts. With head so little, the brain must be wee too. Every bloke can be trained, Miss Hermosa knows about her. Tag's famous for handing coin to anyone with good gossip. And mine's the best. Besides, you want to know? About asking the lady yourself, I ain't one sharing a roof with her. But I know you know more. You can't fool me like that. You're not looking, but I work honest jobs only. Don't see you bothering your merchant friend like this. He thinks this chat's over, lassie. I told you all I know. No point in milking this cow for more. I know you're still hiding things from me. I told you all I can, all I could. That's more than most folk could anyway. Lucky little bird. Best I leave you alone now. Don't you dare turn away. Cheers, love. He's gone, that crook. Why couldn't I make him spill? Heavens, I even begin to sound like him. Maybe it's for the better. Who am I trying to fool? It's not for the better. I needed his knowledge to get leverage I could use with Carmosa. Now it's all gone. What am I supposed to do now? Maybe I should just go for a walk and think about all this. Can't see a way how I could spoil that. This just isn't your day, Cinders. It doesn't matter. We don't need to get leverage with Carmosa. Just be happy, you know? It's astonishing what a simple walk can do to one's spirits. I'm going to miss the freedom to do something. Above all else, it's going to be the freedom to wander about whenever I please. When I walk with no specific goal, no destination, I can just switch off and observe my thoughts jumping into their little drawers. With each step I can feel my muscles relaxing. Strolling through the market has its moments too. I saw the most gorgeous shoes. Not that I could ever afford them, they were crazily expensive. I get that they were imported from the eastern lands, but at that price they should be made of diamonds and dragon skin. Who buys something like that? I mean, I know I would if I could, but that's besides the point, right? Forget about it. No reason to dwell on such things. Such a pity that the big red bat is coming back tomorrow. Today was pretty uneventful, but it's been so nice simply being able to talk to people like an ordinary person. And again, this day wouldn't be as pleasant if it weren't so rare for me to feel free. It's almost sunset. I should be getting back home. So long, Freedom. It was a pleasure. See you soon. We could come visit sometime. Or at least write. I wanted to stop by the forest or the lake or whatever. Yeah, the forest has a lake to talk to the fairies, but oh well. Maybe I can do it tomorrow. Back to the same old. This feels almost like coming back to prison, and out of my own will. After 2 such wonderful days of freedom, it's depressing to know I need to go back to my ordinary life. There out in the real world, I can meet amazing people, have actual friends. Here, I'm trapped between Carmosa's plots and her poor daughter's bitterness. Sometimes I wonder, what if I were to vanish in the woods, would anyone notice or care? Maybe that's the answer, getting lost in the wilderness, befriending an uncivilized but noble tribe of rather short miners, becoming their princess, and spending the rest of my days being adored, praised, and... Oh, get a grip on yourself, Cinders. Carmosa, along with all that crazy hairdo and strict rules of hers, is due to come back home tomorrow. If I'm to have any chance to change my life, I really should think of something. And soon. I'm really tired. It's time to go to bed. And tomorrow morning, oh, I can't wait. It will be a bliss. It will be a bliss. Too bad. I wish something would wake me up in the middle of the night. Meanwhile, at the palace. Oh, Peralta's not gonna want to hear this. Oh, man, I've been playing this for a long time. You have summoned me, my prince. That I did. You must be wondering why I wanted to see you at this hour. Surely you have guessed it must be about something important. I will have to ask you to make an important decision, and I will not be expecting you to give me your answer right away. My lord? Let me explain, Peralta. As you know, we live in a time of transition, and my father's death changed many things. Being so close to our family, you are aware that the old king spent most of his days trying to compromise between extremes, a balance between order and freedom. With little success, despite his best wishes, all his life he remained an autocrat. That is why it has been my wish, my vision, to change the kingdom in such a way as to eliminate the need to compromise between freedom and order altogether. In other words, Peralta, I want reforms, but I am sure you know this. I do, my prince. I have known you long enough to be able to learn about the qualities of your character. I want to give the people a constitution, Peralta. I don't want them to be subjects, I want them to be citizens. I see. This will not make you more popular than your noble sire. If that's even possible. You are not a king yet, my lord. There's some unrest among the nobles. I wouldn't announce your plans just yet. They may make you an easy target. Yes, they do. That's exactly why I need your protection. You already have it. You know I give my life side of the crown. I am your sword and shield, my lord. Yes, yes, my friend. I know that. But these are different kind of enemies I'm going to face during my reign. I'll be giving people more freedom, but that means taking away some of that old precious order. The nobles won't stand for it. They will want my head. They won't dare. Of course not. They would give me That would give me a reason to ask for their heads. They will not do anything openly. Do you understand now what I speak of, Bolt? So you want me to spy for you? It is the new battlefield, Captain. The theatre of war of our times. And the crown needs you to be our champion. Champion? But isn't an honourable war. It's a war of lies. It is a war of discretion and intelligence, a quality that I know you possess in abundance, not to mention loyalty. Forgive me, my lord. I don't want to come across as naive. I am simply not accustomed to all the subtleties of ruling. I'm surprised. What would you require of me in this new service? You would have to spend more time at the court, that much is certain. Keep your eyes and ears open, and of course socialize with much more. You would have to trade those blades of yours for our exquisite white gold cutlery, I'm afraid. Maybe do something about this outfit, all those belts. I see, this isn't... You don't have to decide right away. Also, you do have a choice. I'm not a tyrant after all. Should you choose to distance yourself from this lovely mess I am planning for the realm, you can leave your current service to the honour and retire. Patrolling duty is purely ceremonial nowadays, and the guards have their officers. As it is, your position at the court is a matter of empty traditionalism, nothing more. You would send me away? To where? Oh, I'm certain there is some picturesque and lucrative strip of royal land left that I can make you a count of. How about Middle Hollow? Such a quaint little place. You deserve it. I think I'm getting tired. That's simple. This is very surprising. It's strange. It's a strange thing to learn that you're not needed. Rubbish, Perrault. The crown needs you. I need you. This is precisely why I'm asking you to make your own decision. If I am to rule this realm, I have to learn to make difficult choices, and this is my first. I'm not ordering you to become the new Royal Master Spy. I'm giving you a choice. Not only because I know that you wouldn't make a good agent serving me against your own will, but also because you're my friend, Lord. If that's the case, I reckon I prefer to be just a subject. It will be enough, Captain. Let us not say things that we will regret later. Very well, my lord. This be all, my friends. Yes, Captain. Give my proposal some thought. I would have your answer within the next few days. Now go. What do you need a special invitation to get out of bed? Get up! Get up! What time is it? Dawn already, and you need to get up right this instant. Dawn is not a reason to yell at someone, and I'm not sure it's reason enough to get up so abruptly either. 2 days without supervision, and you've gotten lazy already. Where would you be on your own, I wonder? Oh yes, do come in and spill your venom on me. Is there any actual reason for me to wake up at this hour, or is it just a social call on your part? Fine, don't get out of bed and see how it works for you. What do I care? This way it will be even more interesting. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm awake now. Would you please tell me what's going on? Caboose is back. She wanted us to gather in the hall. And why are you waking up now? You could have begun with that. Well, now you know. She brought a large package with her, and she looks like she means business, so hurry up. She always looks like she means business. Wonder what's in the package, though. What shape was it? Did it... Oh, just stop being so nosy. And hurry up, or we'll both be in trouble. If you were getting dressed instead of asking so many questions, you would already be seeing it for yourself. If you didn't stand there, yell at me and stare, I'd actually be in a position to get dressed. Fine, I'm leaving. Just hurry up. Ooh, such fun. Oh, looks like we're gonna have to pause and come back in a minute, okay? Let's do it right now.